It's Madden NFL 24, and our focus is on the Blues' towering tight end. It was a nice round number for him last week, and even 100 yards. It's the Blues and the Voyagers, and it comes your way next.
Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Voyagers of Paris taking on the Blues of Memphis. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Parisian ball club, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 26-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 12 carries, 77 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. They'll get it across midfield down to the 49. But you look at this defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a gain of 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack it for a loss of 9.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the carry, it's Logan. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Throwing is Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
1st down, Voyagers.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw.
Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He finds his man complete. That's Logan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd quarter. Memphis in possession of the football. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They run again with Logan. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Logan.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you've got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
A give up the middle to Johnson.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And down to the 19-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
First down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Back to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Blues will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
He gets it to Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 3. That'll be caught up in the middle by Moss.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Riverhogs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll run it here with Logan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And shoving his way inside the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play action with Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Green brings it in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Second down and a yard.
At the 27-yard line.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. From 21 yards away.
And the Voyagers are back within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
First down, Voyagers.
Up the middle, Johnson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Paris first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Logan. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 6.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the
chance of rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there. 52 yards.
Boy, of all the guys on the field to lose track of, how do you lose track of him? I think even he was surprised at all the space he had. You're just hoping your quarterback sees you in that spot. Fortunately, he did, and it leads to a gigantic play.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They're going to look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Blues are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Voyagers 7.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. And by the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Voyagers.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Hurts. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll find Jones again, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Oh, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Taken in, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's third and goal now.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Blues have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
On first down, Logan. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On third down, it's Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And with the defense out at timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Memphis, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Paris, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.